Hello, welcome. I guess this is the part one. We're going to try to go over as much things as possible here about webflow and how you can design a Twitch overlay pretty easily, and you can also update it pretty easily. And eventually, as we get into more details, we might even get to do some more coding and get to do dynamic links and databases, all type of cool stuff. Now, you might think that, you will need a lot of HTML knowledge and CSS knowledge. Well, here's the thing. I'm a designer. I don't know that much about development. I know a little bit. I know enough to create simple websites, do some dynamic linking, all that type of stuff. But while you don't need to know any HTML or CSS, you might need to know a little bit of Photoshop. And basically, it's just I can show you actually. So I can show you actually. Here is Photoshop. And as you can see, I have the mock-up. Everything is in groups. Everything is ready to go. One thing that I want to start with is to kind of go over how we're going to take this into webflow. So there's a few pretty important aspects here to look at. First of all, this is the mock-up. So yeah, it's just pretty much drag and drop and positioning things the right and cool way, right? But what we have here is a column. Column 1 over here, column 2 over here. That makes kind of sense, right? One side on this side, other side different content. So if we would block everything out, if we go in here, just do something like this, for instance, we can see that we have on this side something, one column, right? Same thing if we moved it over to the other side. We have a column over here. And on top of that, specifically in this one, we also have sections. We have a section up here, section 1. We have section 2. We have section 3 and number 4 down here. And on the other side, you can look here as well. Here we have few more sections, but we can break this down to one section above here, right? Where we have this, and we have a section between these two. And then we actually have one large section down here with this stuff. And finally, this one. Now, in webflow, you can do embeds, you can do coding and stuff like that, but I don't think it's possible with the free version, so we're not going to do that. We can look at a couple of other things, but just so you know that with the free version, all of this stuff might be possible, but that's fine. We just want to create something that's simple to use and simple to update and all that type of cool stuff. Right, so with that said, let's get into recreating this in webflow. So the very first thing, what happens when you sign up for an account, is you get in the dashboard. In this dashboard, you have your sites. You can create more than one site, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now by clicking this button up here. This is what you're greeted with when you get into webflow. Now, the downside of a free account is, well, you can't do the embed stuff, and you also only can do 2 sites. That's, it's not the best solution type of thing, but for our purpose, it's good enough. We can create a show card or show a break screen, or we can create a starting screen, perhaps something like that along those lines. But this is fine, right? Sure, you can go for a paid version, but that's not what we're going to do here today. And what we're going to do here is we're going to create a new website. So we're going to give it a cool name, Daniel's Super Cool Site. That's perfect. Blank page. That's correct. Create website. And it's really that simple. You could have picked any of the templates, but those are more for websites. We're not really creating a website. We're kind of hacking a little bit here. We call it CSS hacking, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a good thing that we want to be doing. So that's good. So the very first thing we want to do is understand that this is now our canvas. We can call it something like that. And we can call it a canvas if we want to. In this case, it's a body. And in the body, that's where we put our background. So let's actually start by actually giving it a name. And I'm going to explain a little bit later why we're going to do this, but we can call it actually canvas, which is a pretty good idea. So one thing I want to do here is something I noticed in my other attempts earlier that was kind of needed to do in this particular aspect, right? Now we can't set width because webflow kind of forces it to be responsive. So if you click up here, you can go to tab, landscape, stuff like that. We're not going to worry about those because we're only going to view it on desktop anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we can't set width for that reason, but we can set height. And we know that we want to do it in 1080p, and so the height is 1080. Now we have set down, that's set in stone now. It's not going to go above that. That's just it. So we can even put in here max if you want to. even here. Minimum is 1080p, so always 1080p. Oh, percentage, that's not good. There we go, pixel. So always keep that in mind, pixel, percentage, and I think EM as well. Okay, EM other things. Okay, cool. Now, as I said, I'm not a developer, so I'm gonna do a lot of things wrong probably here. So now when we have our body tag ready, we want to go in here, or in this case, canvas. I'm making it easy because while I do know how to code CSS and HTML, I could make this in that, but when I will use specific things. But in this case, I want to make it as simple as possible. So we're gonna call it canvas. We're going to make things happen on this one. So very first thing we want to do is add a background image, right? Remember, in our mockup, we had this background image. Now save that out, and I can actually upload it. Click on upload. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually gonna pull in every single. Actually, I can't do that in here. What I'm going to do is upload the background image. So you do that by clicking on that thing, waiting for it to get uploaded, and done. There it is. Now, of course, you can see this wrong. We need to set this to the right size. We know that the width should be 1920 by 1080. So we get the 1080p. You want that to be contained? No. You want it to be covered. Yeah, whatever. Covered sounds good with me. Let's not repeat it. Next thing we want to do is look at this. Remember, we had 2 columns here. So we want to do here into add an element. So we have databases, collections called here pages, and we have elements. So we have containers. Should we do a container first? No, we should use columns, right? Yeah, let's do layout with columns, right? Right? Yeah, should be it. Right, there we go. Again, I'm doing this as I go a little bit, because even if I did it before, there's always different ways to do things. So it's gonna be fun to see. So we're gonna give this row a class of content, because all our content is going to go into these. It's good to keep that in mind. All content will go into this. Now we can adjust the margin, because we can see here that we have a little bit of spacing here and here. You want to replicate it in here. So what we want to do is we want to hold down. What button is it? Is it Control we want to hold down? No, is it Shift we want to hold down? It's Shift we want to hold down. Right, so if we do this, hold down Shift, and we just pull this in, like so. So what we do is these right here control distance between the edges, right? So this is the margins. We can do, like, so the margins for upside, and we can do margins from every side, but holding down Shift allows them to, or whatever button I was holding down that button will allow you to make this make that for everything. Okay, cool, that's nice. Now next thing we need to do is figure out sections, right? So you have a section, and each section has its own little things, but let's create one section at a time, and then I can show you what a cool thing we can do here. So in here we have done this. Now we want to add a image, right? And we need actually a div block. So div block controls kind of how things are gonna look, right? Yeah, that's correct. And we want that div block. All right, no, hold on. So this to be like this, perhaps? I don't know. We're testing things again, because last time I think the first time I did do that, and the second time I didn't do that. So we have to watch and see. So I guess get a mental note that it did this in this one. Okay, in this div block needs to be called, we call them A side, because one side, A side, B side, and A side and B side. Actually, we can call this one. Should we call anything else? Yeah, it could be called image profile. And in image profile, we want to put an image. I think this is right. I'm not 100% sure. Image. I'm going to replace this image. I'm going to upload the image. I'm going to go with this one. And that should go like so. Perfect. And then this image, can we do an image profile? Should we do an image tag? Image tag probably. So we'll call this image profile. This won't have a name, so it should be image profile pic. that's really bad. Width should always be the same. It should be auto. And we know they want a border around it. So they want a border, and we do that in border, of course. We know that it's 10 pixels because I checked that before. And I know it should be a specific color, so I need to go back into Photoshop, pick that color out, copy that over, and go into blah 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 blah. Go back into here, correct, like so, and then add that in as gold. Perfect. Now I have that down here forever. Sorry, not forever. In this specific thing, right? So I can keep coming back. Just click on that instead of having to paste that specific thing. And now we also had a circle, right? Yeah, so you don't need to actually import an image that is circular or is a circle, because we can actually modify that with our radius. Now normally this is in pixels. Remember that we set up before? 50 pixels does this. A better way to do it is to click on the pixel thing, click on percentage, and now we can adjust accordingly. So it's always 100%. Cool. The size is probably different, so we're going to check that out to see how big this is. This is around 200. It's a 203. Okay. I actually know that this should be bigger than that. So let's do that too, because I want a bit bigger. So 230. Yeah, that's nice. Then we need to go here, and I can talk a little bit about this Navigator. So Navigator is the same way that you have layers. So not really, but kind of. So right now everything is layered inside of column 1. In column 1 we have an image profile, and in an image profile we have our image itself. Next to image profile we're now going to create another div block right here. That didn't work. It worked, just didn't really work. Alright, so call 1 and do this. No. So we messed that up. So we should probably let's change a couple of things here. Go back, call 1. That should be fine though. This could be changed here. Aha! Rename that to just profile. Cool. Because I think this is how you can do it now. Cool. And after that, I want to have that now. Now I want to do a div block right here. And now I hand up here. Okay, so the reason why we got them next to each other is because they're not in the same. Okay. Well, I mean, it worked. Right, so I think the reason why that worked is because we have it as a flex. Basically, we them stack up next to each other instead of under each other. We should be the otherwise, but now stack up next to each other. That's good, I think. Yeah, let's say it's good. Div block is here. We have the wait and see. We know they want a heading in here. So let's put a heading in here. We want an H2 one. So basically, heading is just when you're writing any type of documents, like in Word or anything like that. The headline. So this heading 2. So headline 2 or whatever we call it. Headline 1, headline 2. This will be headline 2. Just because I say so, you can do it headline 4, 5, or 6. Doesn't really matter. We want to give this a name. We're going to give this H2. We don't need to actually. We can actually just do this, all headings. So every heading that we do that is heading 2 would now get the same styling. Oh, right. So one thing that I almost forgot to do, this is pretty important. Let's just wait for it to save up. There we go. There's a check mark up here. We need to go back to our dashboard. And the reason for that is because we need to upload couple of fonts we want to use, because we're using 2 specific fonts and we're using a icon set font. So you do that by going back to dashboard, clicking on this setting tab, and then here you have a lot of cool things, like you have your hosting, you have your CMS, which is your content management system. But what we're looking for is fonts. And so here we go, fonts, and we want a Google font. We want Roboto. Yes, we want that in 9, 7, and 5. We don't care about italic in this case. It's not going to do anything like that. You might need that in your thing, so that's cool. Then we need to, that's automatically added now. Then we need to upload. We upload this, which is going to be a header thing. And the first time I did this, I made a mistake. I actually just clicked that and went back because I thought that was going to be it. And also we're going to font awesome. Let's talk about it a little bit later. Let's focus on one thing at a time here, Daniel. So what I did the first time was click upload, and then I went back, but you actually have to click here as well, and again, and now they uploaded. And now we need to go back to our dashboard like that, open the designer, and we should be back inside. Yeah, nice. And now we can go back in here, all headings, we can go into here and we can give it the right one. That's nice. And then we want normal on this one. We want it in black, and we want to make it a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah. Then we want to give it a background. We know that we want it to be in this. No, we want it to be black, right? Yeah. Oh, right. We need it to be in white. Yeah. That's it. Perfect. And you can see it hangs out and it's just around it. We can fix that by going into this. Remember, we used this before to change the margins around the corners. We need to fix that by doing this time. So it goes to 0 pixels. No, 0. There we go. Another thing we need to do is kind of do it on this side as well, because remember in our Photoshop file we can see we have a little bit of here and a little bit over here. This though, okay, let's actually go back here. So we do this first by adding a little bit on this side, do some above it just to get a little bit, and below it like 6 or so, I think. A little bit more, 10, 11. I think 11 is nice. So 11 on this, both of them are 11. However, we can't do it on this. We can do it like this, right? But the thing is, if I go in here now and I just do this, that happens. Why does that happen? Because that's not what want to happen. We don't want this to be solid all the time. Okay, I need to fix that in a bit. But okay, let's go back to this one. All headings. We don't want this. We want this to be back to 0. We want it to be width instead. We want that to be bigger. Oh, it's this one. Oh. Because the thing is now, since we're doing it, okay. That's sort of fine. We can actually go back into Photoshop and measure it exactly. So that's what is that? Like 356. Okay. So this should be 356. Okay, cool. And then this should be a little bit smaller, perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They're a bit close. That should be fine. Maybe if I change them, maybe. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let's do a div block. Now we need to do. Let's see. So we have a div block, and in the div block we have a heading. And this div block should actually be called header h2 title bar. because we want to use the flex. Bear with me, hopefully. I don't know, what do we see? It's not that, okay. I'm gonna do another one, div block. This one. So why is this happening though? Let's go here. This should actually be 200. So 200. Div block. We need a class here called icon h2, and it should be an image, right? Yeah. Remember, we have these little images up here that we need to take care of. So let's go back into this and let's use our asset manager this time around. Let's upload everything in here. This, and this. Just open those. Nice. And this is all the images that we have. Like, we don't need an image in this. The rest is just it's just cool. Let's see. No, that's not the one we wanted for him. That's the one we wanted for him, or for me, I guess, is in the case. Yeah. So we can look over here and see what happened. So this is next to this one. Why is that happening? No, it should be below. No, not in it. Please. But, wait. Just right now we need to, this needs to be below it, so in some way, let's call this one in profile information. But if you do this, so what if I do this for now? Because I don't think I did it in the other one. Because maybe okay, so what if I remove this? I don't think I did it in the other one. Now I go into this div block here. Oh, why? It's flexing like crazy. Okay, and in profile we have this. Okay, getting somewhere now. Okay. So this one is doing that. Why? Oh, there we go. Because it was this one. Stretch. Should stretch. Should start. Nice. Cool. We got it. Then we have this and this and this. This. Flex. Hey, there we go. We got it, baby. We got it. So the icon over here. Now I'm really happy. I know something that. Anyway, just move down this a little bit. Anyway, we can do this. No. Oh no. Is this? No, it's something. I mean, yeah, maybe. Okay, cool. that worked. I was happy it worked. Okay, next thing we can look back over here. And we have our text. You can see it goes about halfway down. See with the picture. So that's a regular paragraph. I need to think now because that's gonna end up here. Yeah, that's true. So we need another one below this one. so. Oh, shoot. Oh wait, I need to put a heading instead of one. Yeah. Hold on. So, how the hell did you get? Oh. Well, actually, just put that in this one, like so. That's fine. Okay, so pre-find it now. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's explain this a little bit. So what I did wrong was that I should have created a div for these two specifically, and then paragraph another one. So we go profile image, which is, and we actually go entire profile, which is this entire thing. We have the image on this side, and then we have our div block for these specific ones. In that we have these two, which are in here. So we have our header and our image. We need to change the image because this is wrong. And so we can just do it in here and go icon, and we can just resize it to stretch. Yeah. Then we can do that again, I guess. 9. Yeah. Perfect. Here we go. Call that a day. That was really annoying. Alright. Let's actually try some nothing here, because we're gonna do some. Okay, I did that because I noticed that they were didn't work together. Okay, so let's do this right now here as well by doing something like this. And we knew that it's gonna be around down here. So let's again go into here and be like, this is now a profile text. Typography should be black. This should be roboto. Yeah, perfect. And this should be not bigger, like, yeah, that's nice. I think that's nice. I need to have a little bit more on this though. Yeah, like that. Let's do a little bit smaller. 21, and let's go down this one as well to 22. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Nice. Okay, so then we have another thing to do here. We actually need to grab another another paragraph right here. Put that here, and this one we can give the name of actually start with visible speech. Then we hold down shift and press enter. No, shift and space. This is important because look, use shift plus space to not breaking. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Then we're gonna go to and do. We're gonna do right in Twitch Surgeon. That's my Twitch channel. So now we want to go in, click on these. We want to give it a class. Call it social bar. We want to tell it to be a black color. We want it to be bold. Yeah. We want it to be like 17. No, a little bigger than that. 20. Yeah, 20 is cool. Then we want to open up a new tab. I'm going to do font awesome cheat sheet. Because in here we can find Twitter. Copy that. We can go back in here. We can go over here, a little space. We can go over here. We can look up Twitch, and there we have that. This is by the way free, so don't worry about that. Click here, paste that, space. Then create a span. It's important. Call it awesome font. Cool. And that span should now be not Arial. This should be There we go. Font awesome. You can look at this one. another span, and we know it's awesome font. Look at this, click on this, bam, there we have it. There we have it, our first little thing. Oh, not really done. Check it out this side. Don't worry, I got you. Go in here. Oh, I think it's this, correct. I noticed that these are not level with each other and it's a bit off in terms of this. Around there. And then we do a little bit like so. Oh, that's tight. What is it like that for? Because this one is... Oh wait, hold on a minute now. Why can't I see? Weird. Because I can't see the empty elements. I want to see the empty elements. Weird. But okay, that's fine. I hope it's gonna look good later on when we put it into our OBS. So, here's a cool thing we can do now. We can go into a column, and we have a profile, right? We hold down Alt, just drag it and drop it, and we get another one, and another one, and another one. There we have it. Good, right? And we can do the same thing on this. We need to do a little bit of fixing up with the margin at the bottom. Yeah. So it's a bit of space. I think 20 should be fine. That's good. And now comes the cool part here again. So you can just go to image and be like, that should be the one. Yep. And that should be the one. Yep. And that should be the one. And then we can click here and be like, is this the one? No. Is this the one? No. Is this the one? Yes. Is this up here the one? No. That's the right. Because I can't see because it's too dark. Click on that one. Cool. Now we got it. And essentially text, all that type of cool stuff, right? Go in, just be like, go in here and be like, we want this to actually be Mr. Skilled. Mr. Skilled. You get the same channel as me, but we also change the names. So we can go Skilled, Skillet, Joe, it. I think it was something like that. And I think this was Nasty Not. Nice. Look at that. There we have it. Looks pretty good right now, I would imagine. Let's actually pull this into OBS and see what it looks like. So what we're gonna do now, you get to publish, and we're gonna go publish selected domains, and that's going to push it up. That's going to push it up to a website, so we can just click on here. Right, so now we have, so that pulls up the website in our web browser. So you can see it's alright. Of course, it doesn't have everything, but we can also preview it in OBS. You know how to do this. Just open up. You go to your second scene. I will pre-made this so you can see it here. You can see there's some faults here, like, okay, we probably should move this in a little bit. We can make this bigger if we want to, I guess, as well. I have no clue why they end up being so freaking small up in here. I really don't know. That's mysterious to me right now. Let's try to fix that. How do we fix that? Is it because we have made them so unspecific? So I didn't show that on camera. So what I did was just go in here and change 200, 200, and 220, just making sure everything is correct for image profile, and that will, unfix. So hopefully it'll fix it, but it will show up in everything else that we're doing right now. So we can go back into our scene 2. Actually, I need to publish first, so I need to publish that. Go back into scene 2, see what happened, and now here we go. There we go. See, that's the issue we kind of have to get around sometimes here. Again, because webflow isn't made for the specific reasons. It's made for websites, so we're able to be resized and all that stuff. So we want to do the opposite of that in this case, but still, it works. It worked, right? It looks really good now. That's it for part 1. In part 2, we're going to go over to column number 2. We're going to finish that part up, and then we're going to finalize the whole project. We're going to talk a little bit about why you want to use your Webflow. But for right now, this is it for part 1. I'll see you very soon. All right, bye.